Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finals of the MetaPlace Halo Wars 2 Pro League second tournament here. Rockgeneration in the blue color will be playing as Jerome. His opponent on the other side, CarsandCameras, bringing in Pav Daddy of all things. It seems Pavium is really popular on Mirage. It really is all about that burnout, making sure that you don't rely overly too much on the minis. What is Jerome's game plan here, though? Suppose you get a really powerful hero to roam around with early on. Marines have picked up all the power. Now they can just hop into the garrison with a buddy. Generator second has been the build, so definitely Rock is not gonna have a lot of mini bases, no matter what happens. The Sentinels are right now kind of targeting the chopper, but Cars pulls out just in time before facing any troubles. And Rock should be able to finish those Sentinels relatively quickly. Cars already stealing 2 minis, but Rock gets the middle one. And he's taking a little bit of power in return for some damage. Build order wise, Cars is gonna be definitely playing out the tier 1 here. No second extractor inside, of course, with these extra minis is just not feasible. Chopper's doing the gathering. Gets all the remaining yellow. But hey, Rock has the the power node, excuse me, and he's got a lot of blue back home to gather. He knows also about the raid camp that Karsh has put up. That's really powerful. The banished brutes are just really strong against buildings, and the hero as well. So really, Rock will have to get his Commander Jerome Mantis in order to be truly safe from those. Especially if Karsh is gonna send stuff at him from 2 directions. Question in the chat: would we ever run a Halo Wars 1 tournament? Halo Wars 1 does not have a spectator mode. We would not be able to run it. The players would be able to play it separately, but there's nothing for us to do. No content. It's money in the wind. You know? It's hard enough to break even as is with this. Imagine if we wouldn't be able to make content out of it. That's... yeah. Well, you can join as an extra player and then resign, but then it's not a pure competition. Because the map is like designed for 2v2 in that case. So I guess in that sense it would be possible, but I'm not sure there's much demand for it. Might do a winter show match, I don't know. Well, this is exactly what I was worried about. Rock isn't at home. And these damn burglars are breaking his stuff. He has no hopes of doing the same to Cars. The anti-infantry turret is, however, doing something, at least. A sniper in the higher ground has been picking off some targets. Also, the Jackrabbit is quite helpful. Rock's doing whatever he can to micro this. Whew. He survives, but, I mean, losing the generator is a disaster. Alright, Jerome is actually not doing too bad here. Some pretty decent takedowns. He's building up his experience for sure. Oh, doesn't get that pick off, that's annoying. And the Mastodons are coming out. Rock does need to build up significant value over time here. Even his power node was stolen. How annoying is that? You can't even hold on to that one. Well, what now? This Cars is racing to tier 2. He's got 2 upgraded extractors pumping power with burnout. He's got power nodes. He's probably gonna commit brutes again to the advanced generator. Well, these ones. Not much over here. Okay, cool. Sniper can now hop into the Mastodon. Over time, gain a ton of veterancy. And the infantry turret is basically gone. And the basic one won't be able to stop whatever is going to happen to this generator. That's rough. Rock's making another watchtower so that he can see his base getting destroyed a little better. He does have a heal. Is that enough though? Ooh, it is enough, I think. Yikes. It is just about enough. But if there's more brutes, then it's not. Oh my goodness, the sniper didn't target the brutes, it targets the grunts. That's the problem with putting your boys in the Mastodon. You can't control where they shoot. Definitely a pain point for Rock. Nope, he's got a 1 star on the Spartan, but it's not an upgraded Spartan. Cars should be able to handle himself. He's on the way to tier 2, by the way. And we'll be able to pump out a bunch of Rangers. Maybe not from this base, but there's others. I'm sure that sniper's got to have a star by now. No way it doesn't. This car's just gonna go all brutes. Oh god. Don't need any other units, just Dark Skies brutes. Period. Full stop. Gotta say though, Rockgeneration's putting up a really good fight. He's got 3 power nodes himself, and he is tier 2 himself. It's not bad. Dispersion nozzles are coming through, so those Hellbringers should be able to more or less handle themselves. Yeah, you'll have to bring the hero home. It's the only hope. Oh god. Yeah, he sees it. Mines did kill some grunts, but it's nothing too serious. Meanwhile, the rain of fire is... well, it's raining fire on the base, guys. This is a lot of damage. 1 generator down, 2 generators down. I don't care about the heal. It's going down. Neither cares Cars. Neither does Cars care. I know that's how to say it, but the other way sounds better. any rhymes. Anyway. Mantis time. And time to rebuild. Oh. The Arbiter's coming from even this one. Can Rock actually... He's not winning on any of the mini bases. This is bad, actually. Sniper in the Mastodon still going strong. It's a good investment. Like, you can keep that thing going forever for sure. More brutes? Who would have guessed? Oh, they are gonna leave. Neat. Do remember Cars still has a Lich coming up at some point once he stops pumping brutes for a moment. And I'm not sure what Rock can do about it. He's broke. He's really broke. Don't tell me 2 brutes or 3 brutes are gonna take this. That would be ridiculous. No way. I gotta say, these brutes are doing a lot of damage. Time for heroes right now, boosting the base a little bit. And there comes the Lich. As predicted, the Watchtower will be taking some of the heat off of the base, but now the generator is getting hurt, and Rock can't afford to upgrade the other one even. Supply pad's next. And what supply pad? Oh, dude. Another dead. Locust is getting added in. The brutes are still bullying this one as well. Ugh, if that one starts attacking, the heal's over. There's no other healing. Base is down. Cars can just suicide the brutes all day long, it seems. There's no legs for Rock to stand on anymore. If he wins this, it's a miracle. Oh god, Rain of Fire level 3 is gonna delete the buildings. Oh god, the middle base is taking so much damage. The Lich is gonna take it down. GG. Absolutely savage. In the blue color for game 2, Rockgeneration is bringing us a little bit of colony. And from CarsandCameras, it's YapYap. There's so much YapYap today. It's actually in every single series. But this is the last YapYap for today, unless they go for the 1 hour time limit and have to replay the match. They wouldn't have to replay the match because we actually have like a draw rule now. So if there's a draw, both players get a point and we move on. So no replay. Unless there's like a fair disconnect. That would change things. Okay, Rockgen gets one of his... Oh, what is this? What is the plan, Rock? He didn't go triple harvester. And he didn't get a chopper. And his guys aren't picking up blue. He's fighting the other chopper with the skit. He's trying to win it. He's getting on the grunt. Oh my god. He's not gonna be able to chase that thing. It's too fast. It's leaving. Goodbye. CarsandCameras now with the double mini steal is gonna have to fight off Rock, but a guy who can make skits and Goliaths, that's gonna be difficult to proxy mini base. Cars is gonna try nonetheless. This raid camp got completed before Cars even started his, so do expect the big monkey going his way. Come the cannon fodder. No other minis for Cars just yet. I was curious if he's gonna get a second extractor, but doesn't look like it. He's gonna pump units and get some minis. Life's here. Do remember, it will be supported by skids. So even if you do make choppers, it's not that easy to make this work. It's not making choppers. It's making grunt riders. Okay, skids are now attaching. Rock will just keep pumping them. Is now free and counting. Really, Cars's mission is to try to do some form of damage at least to this bottom mini base, and then maybe if he's super lucky he can get the extractor, but I think that's extremely unlikely unless Rock moves out. If Rock leaves now and he hopes for a colony drop to end the game, he could actually be really regretting it. Grunt Rider is not doing that hot here. Goliath is just a big bonkers boy. A big bonker. Cars went for the second extractor too soon. He doesn't have defenses. He does have this brute, but it's far. And this guy is here now. Rock might be able to actually put on some counter pressure here. Well, he's also gonna be taking one on the chin himself, though. Well, watch out for that. The extractor's not in good shape on either side. The riders doing their best. We've got a turret up for CarsandCameras. Will it be enough? It's the big Q. I think Rockgeneration will soon have... Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. His heal is in. He's trying to get his hero out. And he'll have the colony drop once that's done. So as long as he conserves enough power, he will be able to do all those things. He gets one of the extractors, the other one's still going. But all he needs to do is just survive with this bad boy. Skids take it down. Good kill on that chopper, and meanwhile his own extractor is perfectly healthy. Carson getting too much power income right now. He doesn't have any map control to speak of. Let's have the minis, I guess, but he's spending all that. Not a single power node. You can definitely feel that right now. Minis are getting taken down now. Cars will be booted out of here. But eventually the Goliath goes down and Rock isn't here with any vision. Then again, he doesn't have any resources, so there's that. You'll definitely have to take over some power nodes. First we clean up the minis. Makes sense. Of course, the Capitano can just work on the Sentinels. He doesn't have to do the capturing himself. That will be slow. But destroying the Sentinels is easy. It gives him XP. Helps him level up. So yeah, all in all, clean business. What's this? Cars is ready for that business. And now that he has 3 turrets back home, you kind of don't want to use your colony drop on this anymore. There's better ways, really. Ooh. Is this for YapYap drop? Quiet back there. He had vision. One of the mines detonated. What's this? Another mine. Man, this guy has mines everywhere. It's pretty good. Rock can see it. Oh yeah, the droppy boys could be coming in anytime. Cars can't afford it though. He's got a pretty good army put together. He's not looking for tier 2, he just wants a base. Working on some power nodes. Oh, excuse me, he does do the drop in the end. Right when I look away. Rock loses the generator. He could be losing both. And he used his heal. Not great. He did destroy the base on the other side of the map meanwhile. So Rock is doing some counter damage. Capitano comes home. He's already got 1 star on him. Yeah, if he can get these kills, that's another story entirely. Cars, you're not gonna feed that guy, right? No way. No way he's gonna feed that Capitano. Colony drop is coming in defensively. Beam on the Capitano also. Mostly dodged. And he's got teleport. Holy crap. Okay. The colony drop is toast. Like, they never had a chance. But as long as the Capitano can do a little bit of shooting here, he's leeching health from his targets. This is huge. Rock is counterattacking at the same time, taking down mini bases with Goliaths. He's gonna get all free. That's insane. Car's working on his second base. It is up, but he's gonna have to leave the main. And he's given the Hunter Capitano a lot of experience. He's used all his leader powers on this. And in the end, Rock is fine. Okay, he still has to respect the methane. Of course, the engineer helps to offset. Ooh, great taunt there. Despite the taunt, somehow these guys decided to shoot the engineer anyway. That was strange. Rock has all the minis now, guys. This will translate into a huge economic lead long term. Of course, Cars has this, but right now it's not productive. Not yet. Of course, it would help if Rock had buildings. I'm sure we'll get there. This game's absolute chaos. Right, like nobody's doing this perfectly because they're all over the map. Really just trying to destroy each other. Do hope Rock remembers his minis because they're just kind of chilling there. Cars now in tier 2. Able to finally pump out the goblins and then eventually their upgrade. Upgrades, plural, because it's not done. That's a... Oh wait, it is done. It is done. He just needs short storm launcher, which is gonna give them damage. Oi, what's this high ground bully? Yeah, you can't really stop short storm launcher. The upgrade's too fast. Another drop comes in, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's rocks. Why? Why not? It's a little overkill for this. All these kitters actually taking down elites. It's not bad. And with Rock not being rich, naturally we're going for combat repair to get all the units regenerating, making maximum value from them. And all these buildings get to regen too. Don't have to waste your heals on this stuff. Wait, you guys are leaving without buying the mini? Okay, Rock remembered his buildings. I think everywhere. That's good. Suddenly he has a lot more money. The next point he should be able to get devastating drop, but I'm not sure the Capitano will make it out. Can he teleport? The shorts are still gonna catch him, but they're not the strongest. Might be looking at a hit on the main. The shield. Ooh, if Rock can cancel that, that's some pretty good resource damage. Already pays for the 2. Monkey here. He's gotta go for it. It's only 17 seconds. Is that enough time to destroy it? Gen? Surely he goes for this. Ah, the beam's gonna protect it. Good split. But now the shield's coming up. And meanwhile, Cars is counter-attacking. The Capitano is in an okay spot together with several turrets. These guys are definitely not gonna get anything done. And Rock does not have enough money to call in his big drop. So Cars is for now in control. But he is losing his vehicles very quickly to the anti-vehicle turret. Rock's doing his best to keep the shield. Oh my god! I was so sure that was gonna stay up, I didn't even want to raise my voice. Here we are. Cars going in with the big drop. And Rock has nothing to handle that. He's got the Capitano, but you really don't want to mess with that much stuff. It's all up to the turrets now. Cars is absolutely in charge here. He's taking down 3 buildings. He's taking down a shield, a turret. And now the Capitano... Okay, nearly ran over the mine. That was fine. But Cars chasing the Capitano is gonna get the kill. I think Rock's toast, guys. There's no hope. Cars has too many real bases at this point. Okay, I don't think Cars you can target the main. That's a little ambitious. But I'm pretty sure he can beat the Marauders. Not if he shoots at the base. Yeah. That's more like it. Just fight that army. Come on, Cars. Okay. Okay, don't do it. Fine. Okay. He's getting Ultra Hustle now. He's on tier 3. He's working on that 3rd base. He's gonna be getting Wraiths as well, indeed. That might spell the end for Rock unless he really gets something together. He doesn't have income, man. Even his mini bases. Even his mini bases can't bring him back at this point, I think. Cars could lose his whole crew and he'd be fine. Now he's got Wraiths. And they'll force Rock to turn around. Especially if they chill under the shield. Okay, 1 gobble goes down. Capitano is out for Rock. He might be grouping that up with the crew. But if Cars just gets like 6 Wraiths, let's say, being conventional, 6 Wraiths, that should be enough for all of this. Mines don't really play a role there. Cars has to be a little bit careful not to trade away his Wraiths and not to get caught by the Capitano especially. But he is. He did. Can he afford a drop? Ooh, the beam is gonna be hitting everything at once. Rock has to teleport out. It's still gonna get good value. The beam, I mean. That wasn't bad. Bought Cars a lot of time. He doesn't have a shield coming up though. That could be problematic, but he's got this big... It's not his drop, it's Rock's drop. Is he turning this around? No freaking way. How? There's no way he can turn this around. No, the power nose. No, the minis. It might be enough. That's crazy. I really thought Cars would save up the Wraiths and just sacrifice this. But I guess not. Capitano does get the taunt off. It will last long enough to protect those guys. But now there's Wraiths again. And ultimately, Rock does have to leave, I think. Still no shield from Cars. But he is wrecking this army in the end. The base is getting healed up. And now there's methane as well, so Capitano without skids won't last long. Yeah, just take your time, man. Build up some Wraiths. And take out some minis. Meanwhile, the cannon fodder are working on the power nodes. It's slow, but they're free. What's all that then? Ooh. Ooh. Got the Bigus Dropus. Tell you what, these Wraiths are actually a little bit spooky. They get more range than the others. They're 1 star. So unless Cars gets himself a whole lot more, he might be taking a beating here. He really can't afford to lose bases. So now finally reclaiming a mini, that's a good first step. Yeah, especially if he can bring in the rest of the Wraiths into this fight. He's got a lot now. So if Rock attacks up the main into the shielded base, I'm not worried for Cars. He's also got an anti-vehicle turret, so yeah, as I said, very covered indeed. Oh, Kimber, thank you for the gift sub. Appreciate it. Cars might be in a pretty good position here, but all these heals is targeting down the enemy Wraiths. They're getting methaned up as well. Methane Wagon somehow stays alive. Cars has Blasting Beam ready to go. I don't know why Rock caught in the Goliaths into a Wraith fight. That's never gonna end well. Seems like a panic move to me. Next move. Next fight, he will also have to deal with glassing. Ah, Lemonland has subscribed as well. Thank you. About to smash through our goal. Right. 27 out of 30. Capitano's coming back. Rock can barely afford it. It's not good. But he's holding on to dear life somehow. At 67 population, he's working on those power nodes when he can. Right now he doesn't have a grunt. Still tier 2, mind you, not tier 3. So Cars is still significantly ahead. And Locust takes down that last mini base. So back to the split map setup we've had throughout the game. In every other game, not this one. Cars is just patiently building up his 100 population army. 120 is a ways out, so they'll definitely take a fight before that. At least I think so. Alright, Wombat Combat also gifted a sub, thank you. And that started the hype train. Choo-choo. Hey, what's going on with that Hunter Capitano? What Hunter Capitano? I don't see any. Oh god, double grunt dome. Cars is here for the kill. He's not here to mess around. There might be a handful of engineers, but so what? Says Cars. He's taking down every single unit of rocks. And next he can take the base. That other one is not developed, so Rock's in serious trouble now. 70 pop versus 95, and a lot of his stuff is getting beamed. Oh god, he's moving them, but still the engineers will be going down. Oh, not that one actually. Lucky. Cars just needs to hit the main now, or whatever he wants to hit. Just hit something. Can do this, I guess. Now he's feeling confident. Tire base is about to be methaned up. That thing's gonna take a lot of damage, guys. Reaver's doing their best to dodge, but it only lasts so long. Devastating host is coming in. That would definitely help, but this is just too many rapes, isn't it? Even with the 2-star veteran hunters, it's just a little too hard to hold on to dear life. Especially without the hunter captain. Of course, he's just using his overwhelming power to overwhelm. And Rock's gonna have to tap out. That's a 2-0 already for Cars. It's best of 7, so you'll need 2 more of that. Hopefully it won't be back-to-back, because the prophecy has foretold we're going to 7 games. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 3 here on Vault. Rockgeneration will be going in with the Cooter. Then on the other side, we've got CarsandCameras bringing Anders. Look, this is a very open map. It's usually decided by some kind of Warthog war. It doesn't necessarily have to happen between these two. And, you know, probably you don't want to do it with Cutter. You just go and do your fast infantry business and drop in your Diegos, the Veteran 2 Cyclopses. That should do the trick. It's just a little bit tough then to handle the Super Sentinel from CarsandCameras that will be hopping in around 11-12 minutes. So how do you deal with that as cutter? It can be really tough. You do need Wolverines for it, and if you can delay it to the later game by having a very back and forth and crazy mid game, that's even better. But can you actually get that done? Because you know, you don't control the other guy's spending. If they want a Sentinel, they'll get one. The ideal counter to the Super Sentinel, of course, is Vultures. We should be looking at a split map situation. The Jackrabbit might be going after this Marine, but it looks like Rock's more interested in picking up the resources. Hey, the Jackrabbit should beat the Marines. You just gotta go point blank, and then you can't outwiggle it. But Cars's wiggles are so strong. Oh, can we get a mini base steal? Wait a second. Cars doesn't have anything here. I think Rock can get the 4th mini. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. He can definitely get some extra stuff done with that. It will delay the Spartan, but I think it's worth it. I mean, he's also stealing some of this blue. It makes up for it partially. And in the long term, he'll just have more production. So, is it all Marines then? Or something else? Cars doesn't have a 2nd gen. He has got 2 heavy supply pads. He will probably want a 2nd gen at some point, but I think for Rock here, you might as well just start Hellbringers and go to the main at this point, no? Am I wrong about this? Rock doesn't want to heavily commit. He's already down in the series, so he's going to rely on macro, knowing that he has a macro advantage right this moment. Might work. Cars got the Jackrabbits. That's interesting. I wouldn't have recommended that. Because, you know, you can't keep doing this long term. Good news for Anders is her upgrades are so cheap with R&D. It's a really good leader power. Rock doesn't get his turret. And his generator is feeling hurt as well. Can the Spartan save this? Rabbits fake leaving and then they want to come back. Can Rock see this? Wait, he doesn't have a... He's making turrets, not watchtowers. He doesn't know what's going on. But he's got really good instincts, keeping the Spartan home there for an extra moment, in case the rabbits come back. They didn't. And you know, now that Cars has put together a larger fleet of Jackrabbits, it might be possible to actually break Rock's minis. He's so far out with the Spartan. That's the scary thing for these rabbits. It would be the Spartan, but hey, Cars is upgrading his 2nd power extractor. He's getting his turrets back home. He's making it anti-infantry, I'm pretty sure. That might be a little excessive to get that upgrade. Another power node for Cars potentially, but no, he has to pull out. Well, the rabbits do get fully healed, and there's an opportunity to take the back mini base away again. Cars does know about it. I'm not sure why he's not looking to deal with that. But hey, as long as you don't get caught by the Spartan and ODSTs, you should be golden. So now that the fleet is so big, do you just go back down here again to take out the gens, just ignoring everything? I think it would work. Oh, that was very satisfying, but All three sentinels blowing up at the same time. I like that. Alright, there comes ODST. Rock wants to get rid of the mini for cars. He's very helpful. Let me take that off your hands. Ooh, the drop turret's in. That alone might be able to get the gens. Also, we got some really nice Jackrabbit micro. All you gotta do is spin in circles and you should be able to dodge the turrets. You gotta give it like a wide berth. Just move in a circle. Hey, that's a dead generator. Good stuff. Cars has a proxy base. We wouldn't have expected that. If Rock sees it, he can do something about it, but he can't. Can't see. The Cars is going back in the main probably with all these rabbits. That's rough, man. He's going tier 2 himself. And might just be able to stop Rock's base coming up. Oh god. That's what I was worried about, that we'd get a Spartan Slam and Stun Mine combo. And now the rabbits are gone. What rabbit fleet? There isn't one anymore. Now Rock's the boss. He's got a 2-star Cyclops. You cannot make any more rabbits. And even making Warthogs will be difficult. You will need snipers to back this up. Hey, did I thank Wombat Combat for gifting a sub? I think I did. Thank you anyway. Ooh, a Hellbringer swap. From the proxy base. Cars is very tricksy. What a tricksy hobbits is. Even getting another one at home just in case. You never know when you need that. Surely this mini base is gone. And then that. So Rock has a really good map control situation for him right now. Look at this. Power node, power node, power node, power node, power node. It's got them all. And the minis are next. So Cars needs to do something now or never. Another drop turret comes in for the man. Doesn't have a lot of resources, so forget about the Sentinel for a while. It's all about what he can make happen with his currently standing army. Rabbit fleet's this small, but it exists. And Rock will probably be able to save up an ODST, but you don't want to run ODSTs into Hellbringers, let me tell you that. Half of Rock's base is gone. Spartan Slam and Satchel is doing a little bit of work cleaning up some of these Hellbringers at least. Fire's doing some real damage. Oh, I might get that supply pad over there. Oh my god. Oh wow. Cars. You're gonna... He burned all the satchels so far. Get the pad. This is brutal. But now he's gonna lose the rabbits. And this mini base. And his base probably. And this guy can just tank all day. Barely takes any damage from any of that anyhow. The next move is going to be for CarsandCameras to get together a Super Sentinel drop, of course. Can he get it? Working on it very, very hard. Might have to sacrifice the space though. All these Marines are not gonna fare very well against the Super Sentinel, nor are they gonna do too well against the Hellbringers. It's also a problem for ODSTs, to be honest. Cars is just pumping, man. He's pumping. There's no turrets here to defend. Oh my god. Rock's definitely low on resources. He's gonna have to I don't know, start recapturing the power nodes, because somehow Cars took them all over with the Jackrabbits. Very well done. Well, he decaptured most. Can't actually capture. But he does lose the base. Momentarily Sentinel. Going for Rock's last base. This is a takedown. There's no way he can stop it. His stuff is too far. Cars immediately punishes the generator because he sees it's not upgraded. What does that mean? He doesn't have power. One turret gets blasted and now there's nothing in the way of just destroying the central building. Cars might just go for it, but it seems to be he's randomly targeting all the buildings he can. Wow. Doing so much damage. And he just leveled up his skill points again? Are you kidding me? Well, Rock's about to lose a whole lot of infantry to those heavy shots. Oh god. Looks to me, guys, the Sentinel can do this all day. Rock's attempting to rebuild, but he barely has any power. If he tries to put down a generator up front, the Sentinel is just gonna come back and snipe it. He doesn't have Wolverines. He certainly... Rock doesn't have Vultures. He's tier 2, right? He can't get Vultures. That would be the answer to this. You get like 5-6 Vultures, you nuke this thing into oblivion, it's gone. That's the idea, but with Marines, it's so much harder to catch it. So much so you're not going to catch it. Troublesome, to say the least. Well, it's looping around now, gonna hit some other bases. So long as Cars has upgraded turrets back home, he should be fine. He has one anti-infantry, I guess. Could be more than that. But yeah, Rock's gonna have to somehow find a way to defend himself, because smoke's the only hope, really, guys. Smoke's the only hope. This base is gone though, it's too late. No Marine healing, no other healing. 2 by time. And Rock's getting punished. No Y ability, interestingly, from the Sentinel. That could have been good. All the buildings are getting evaporated. This Super Sentinel is insane. This is what I meant earlier. When the Sentinel gets to rule the skies and you just don't have anything other than infantry, you're in a bad spot. And Rock just lost so much. He's got a little bit on the other side of the map, but he needs stuff back home to defend. His base is getting blasted. It's at very low health right now. Sentinel just keeps shooting, he doesn't care. Oh god, Rock's losing the base to the Hellbringers, even if the Sentinel leaves. And it's at full health. Rock has no bases left and he taps out. This is gonna be a 3-0 already. One more life for Rock is all he has. He has to reverse sweep Cars if he wants to be victorious today. Okay, gamers. This is Rock's last chance. He's gonna be going into this with Voridus. Do bear in mind, combat spoils is allowed. He can even get level 2. CarsandCameras, on the other hand, is bringing in Elsa. No rush. No armory first ice cream truck business. But just good old Cars macro, I suppose. We'll see where that gets us. Is Rock gonna steal the mini? Just about no. Cars does get the first click. Rock did have the resources, I think, but hey, I'm thinking he's satisfied with the front mini pressure. Just one mini. Brutes trying to get as much value as he can from these buildings. If Cars just has a turret, if he just has a handful of jackrabbits, or actually snipers for that matter, he should be able to defend, but he's got to be careful with brutes. Sorry, brute chopper, because choppers can ram those snipers down while the brutes are working on the buildings. That is dangerous stuff, and it very well might be what we see, because Rock isn't getting himself any other mini. Oh, as I say that, he gets himself another mini. Never mind. Never mind. What's that? Oh, Ice Boys. We try to run down the chopper. Easier said than done, though. It's getting some support from the Explodey Boys. Yeah, Grenadiers are decent enough against infantry. If you skirt at the edge of their range, though, they will miss. Cars sticking close to them may not be the best thing, but hey, if he gets the chopper kill, if he then focuses on this, it should be fine. Anyway, what's going on in the middle here? The grunt will be mowed down by the Marines, no doubt. Rock on 3 minis, getting shrapnel mines now, getting raid camp, and also raid camp. He's so all in. Car, meanwhile, is getting himself his favorite car with the ice cream. Holy crap, I want an ice cream. That's what I want. I'm gonna put it in my shopping basket later. It's gonna be nice. I've been warm all day, wondering what to do about it. Well, Cars has the answer for everything, even my personal problems. Anyway, a watchtower will help him get these units to chill out. Will he go to the other side of the map with the ice cream truck, though? It doesn't look like it. Those guys are hitting 3 targets at once. That's some great value. Even might be able to protect the generator. Might. Oh, he is. Holy crap. Of course, remember, there's more. There's much more. Those brutes get that gen. It's definitely a pain point for Cars. And it looks like they will get the... Surely the grunts. Yeah, there we go. So much for Rock to deal with, and let me tell you, the brutes are not particularly great against the ice cream truck. The chill boys are nicely hanging out back here, making the choppers train for a longer time. Unfortunately, their aura just doesn't hit any of the buildings. They could be chilled as well, reducing the income significantly. Not the case right now. I'm sure we'll get around to it later. Let's see what happens with that. Okay, the augmented extractor is gonna be frozen. Yeah, you want to put these guys in the corner if you can. Anyway, here comes the ice cream car. Somebody go get a camera. This is gonna be sick. Yeah, he's gonna veg himself next to the base, deploy. And what's Rock gonna do? No more income allowed. Come on, car. Do it. Okay, there we go. Look at Rock's income now. Well, it's still moving. Barely. And as the buildings freeze, it will just basically stop. All his minis are raid camps, aren't they? Oh my god, he's not generating anything outside of the home base. Oh, that's a disaster. Oh no. It's all freezing over. Oh god. Cars is hitting Rock so hard right now. A bunch of mines. Car might try to drive over them. Get the others to join. Okay, really gotta shatter that boy. Otherwise, there's no way out. I think he's stuck. Well, he got the boy, but that's too much damage. The ice cream truck goes poof. Still, Car slowed down Rock significantly. Trouble is, he's never had a generator himself, so Rock's still not in a terrible position right now. He can just get himself a second gen. Now it's his time to counterattack. There's an actual chance here of doing something. Question is, can Car get himself one of those ice cream trucks again? Kinda needs that. Be retreating through the mines, hoping that Rock runs into them. Oh god, he's not looking! That just lost him half his group. Still not enough to save Cars from the counter-offensive, but progress. Drop turret is, however. Bear in mind, all these units are getting debuffed for damage. Brutes are taking it relatively well. And we've got some mines ready. Cars might get to use them. Bison's coming out again. This time on the defensive, it will be supposedly quite effective. I don't know about those grunts being worth it for the mines. It didn't even die, that second one. Rock definitely has a much larger economy. I think this might be one of the games where he should be able to recover and take over again. Then again, there's not enough stuff against the Bison here, particularly. The engineer is getting taken down. All these slams are doing a lot of work, though. Will Cars have a heal? Because that's kind of what he needs to succeed here. Brutes are being mega annoying. Constantly stunning him. Good micro by Rock, and it will get it down. Cars actually loses this one, and Rock is making a series out of it. 3-1 is now our score, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Rock showing the power of Vori. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a Rift here, and Rockgeneration Still his life on the line, his tournament life on the line. This is his Atriox. A good pick, a safe pick. Even though he ends up going up against CarsandCameras' Arbiter, which is such a good late game option for a defensive map like Rift. Look, Atriox can kind of keep up with this for a while, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but ultimately, if this goes extra late, then Cars has the advantage. Rock could have picked Kinsano into this to burn down the elites. Easier said than done going up against ghost openers and whatnot. The Arbiter hero is terrifying as well. But the real reason he wouldn't have picked that is, I think, not that. That stuff is manageable. What you are afraid of is Cars going Isabel, which was one of his available leaders still. And you really don't want to go Kinsano into Isabel. The Warthogs are just unmanageable. Certainly at this level. Alright, so the grunts are gonna go down. Rock gets the mini base steal. And he might be able to put on a little bit of pressure. There's gonna be enforcers to greet him, and they're gonna be out first. So yeah, Rock still needs to come up with something here. The chopper count would need to go up to 2, and then I think he can deal with things. Or it's a pad and he doesn't do anything with it. But no, he's wanting this hero to come out at the same time as he does that pressure. And yeah, the brutes are being made. But then enforcers, I don't know, dude. This is hard. Ooh. Stasis. Plasma mines, interesting. That's a good way to protect the chopper. Unfortunately, he just lost 2 of them to the grunt. And another one. And guess what, guys? The enforcers are actually pretty decent against choppers, as it turns out. Another one goes down. Here comes the hero, however. Maybe Rock can make something happen with that, but if it's a baby chosen, then it can't do any damage, and he really doesn't have power. If he keeps pumping... Oh, guys, if he keeps pumping brutes into this, Cars is gonna pick it apart. And he's gonna deny Rock the resources, because, well, Rock is spending his power here instead of on his hero. That's still a baby chosen. Oh no. Did he forget? That's not good at all. Okay, Sui is getting a little bit of work done, but he has to abandon the base, and that's still a baby chosen. Rock. The upgrade's now coming. Will he be able to control the situation? How many elites is it for Cars? 4 elites. They could fight it. They honestly could. But it does look like Rock will get his upgrade. Oh my god, Cars. I think he didn't realize what he was going up against. If he had known that's a baby chosen, he might have fought it. But hey, another idea is to counterattack. Go to Rock's main right now with all these enforcers. Rock can teleport back home. You can boost them with your mines. You can boost them with your plasma bolt. Help them take down the base with that. But Cars stopped producing the elite enforcers. He's just taking power nodes? No, he's got to go to the main, surely. There's a bunch of choppers. It's really not too bad. Manageable numbers. Chosen's coming home. With the upgrade to the Chosen, and especially if Rock can afford a mine here, he could do a lot to this army. Cars is really hoping to get some kind of surprise factor in. No, he's not heading to the main. Where is he running to? We are going to game 7 is what I've been saying. It might be true. Like those grunts in the garrison for sure. Buys a lot of time. Gosh, is putting them in all the garrisons, in fact. Trying to aggro the suicide grunt is not gonna happen. Nice try though. Hey, a random base over there. Not bad. And he's got the hidden grunt, which he can use to work on the 4-point drop, which is also not too far out. Cars has at least 2 turrets. Also not bad. Catches the Chosen with stasis grenades. Keeps holding on to the garrison for now. But the suicide grunt takes care of that. Well, the 2 turrets will be fine. Cars doesn't need to expose his units because it's just feeding the Chosen, right? Stasis mines do go down here. But it damages the Chosen so much. Meanwhile, all of Cars' units are back to high health. Oh, Rock's gonna do his best to micro, but Cars is just gonna take over the garrison then. Might be better to stay. Wait, can actually the Chosen run away? It's so close. Oh, never mind. The Rangers shut it down. So in the end, Cars is not in a bad spot, have to say. Some brutes heading his way. Might lose that front base. But he's had the power node on Rock this whole time. Even though he's down like a mini in the back. That's unfortunate, but manageable. This is gonna be quite back and forth, and I think we're stabilizing. That the Arbiter. How are we doing with his upgrades? I mean, Cars can afford them. It's not a problem at all. If the engineer pops out, this base should be safe. Just a little bit longer. Okay, there's the RB. Is this for a counterattack? For defense at first. Wow, Rock really hates that Ranger. This one in particular. Car still gets out of the pickle though. He's trying to run down the brutes. Should be no problem really. He stops running over mines. Oh. Heading back. Oh man, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. We've got the 4-point drop, the elite assault group, and it is taking down one extractor for sure. Second one's coming up. They are now boosted again. Should be no problem for them to get this done. Just need a stasis grenade. Hey, they missed this. They missed the Chosen somehow. Okay, now they got him, but the next one hit the Harvester instead of the Chosen. Not entirely sure they'll get the extractor down anymore. Either way, Cars has a full health base. He's got the back mini cleaned up, and now the Arbiter is out, and he can go about his business. Good job by Rock stealing that mini, but now Cars is taking it back. A Banshee. Okay. This is for choppers. There aren't that many. The shield generator seems to be coming up. despite all these brutes jumping in. Then again, it won't last terribly long. Long enough for the Arbiter to get there. It's a big health bar on the army. Ooh, another shield gen's coming up. Just a moment from now. Oh, it's so close. Oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. The Chosen does slow down the production speed on that, so... hence the tension. And I guess the Chosen's going down again. This Arbiter is just too good. Elite Spirit Assault is ready already. So here comes another round. With one of the guys surviving from before. And Rock has to tap out CarsandCameras. Wins the series 4-1. At least Rock put a dent in him. But this CarsandCameras guy is just a little bit too strong. That Elite Assault group in the end. Just way too much. GG's and well played. Congrats to Cars. We want to thank our MetaPlays website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.